Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes in the outside. Then we're going to go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And finally, we'll pop the hood so we can evaluate a little bit in the engine bay. So first impressions are actually really freaking good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here on the front, just because that's usually where it is, but I'm not seeing anything at all. So very, very good start. But let's start going around and see what we can find. So tires on here, you still got loads of life left in those, so that's awesome. Let's see. Looks like you have, oh, never mind. It came off. I thought it was a scuff, but I was wrong. So if I do see anything, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual. But so far, looking really, really solid. Let's see. Looks like you got a small scratch right in there. My finger is not really catching it, so it's probably more of a scuff. It could probably honestly be buffed out. If your finger doesn't catch it, you can usually buff it out. So very, very small, easy fix, but nonetheless good to know. So just popping it with the key fob right here. Oh, nice. This one comes with all the weather mats and all that fun stuff, so that's actually pretty sweet. You're also going to have your plug-in back here, which is also very nice if you're ever out camping or whatever. So, plus, obviously you got a ton of space. You got your button in here to close it. Or you could just use the key fob again, but whatever. All right, very, very nice in the exterior. All right, and then you have a very small chip right in there, but honestly, if that's it, that's pretty fire. So as far as the exterior goes, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. This thing is in great condition. It's a 2020, so it is new, but it still has a couple years on it. That being said, you can barely tell. So let's hop inside and see what we can find in there. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna turn it on, obviously, but when I do, I'm gonna leave the camera up here on the dash. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right. So we've got one warning light up right now, which is my seatbelt light, which is correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Other than that, good stuff. So let's cycle through a couple things real quick just to make sure. Music, blah, blah, blah. All right, that looks awesome. So as far as the interior goes, you have actually quite a few features. So for the sake of time, we're gonna kind of speed blitz it just a little bit, but we're gonna press all the buttons, make sure everything's working correctly as best we can. So first of all, let's make sure that the audio is working. Turn on your big screen up here, which is kind of cool. I like the Jeep screens. Okay, yeah, so you have very, very good speakers. That was a little louder than I thought it would be, so forgive my surprise, but that is very awesome. In terms of the interior, let's also make sure your AC is working. Very good. You're gonna have your heated seats and your heated steering wheel, which is awesome. Backup camera, very cool, as well as your maps, and on and on and on and on and on. So I'd connect a phone, but I'm recording on my phone right now, so I don't want to stop the video to do that. But you can connect your phone if you want to. So you have plenty of things to play with up here. You're also going to have your auto stop start system, as well as your parking features. You got your eco mode, sport mode, and on and on. Plenty of fun stuff up there. You're gonna have your cruise control right in here, and then some of just basic controls. Down here, a couple other buttons. Let's make sure windows roll down, windows roll up, windows roll down, and windows roll up. Nice. As far as the interior goes, this thing is actually in phenomenal condition. Much like the outside, it looks brand new. So there's no stains in the leather, no tears, no rips. There's really not even any wear on it, honestly. So that's pretty cool. Your center console, same story. You got a little extra space, and then there's a plug-in in there as well. I don't know if you can see it, but you got a plug-in in there. Back seats, if it'll focus for me. Same story, looking clean. So that's pretty fire. You're also gonna have a bunch of extra plugins and whatnot down here, as well as just extra space if you want to throw your phone down there. You can close it up if you feel so inclined. Anyway, for the sake of time, we'll probably call that there for the interior. We can go over features all day, but we got places to be. So let's pop the hood. We'll evaluate a little bit in the engine bay, and then that should be good for our video. There we go. Cool. So I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but in either case, you should always, 100% of the time, always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything about cars, you do know what neglect looks like. So if there's like rust all in the metal pieces, there's like spider webs and junk all over it, there's like acid buildup all around the battery, then you should probably ask some more questions. That being said, this looks fire. This looks very, very well taken care of. None of the metal pieces have any kind of rust on them, really at all, which is kind of impressive. There's not even any dust on it. Very, very nicely done. So if you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now and for the sake of time. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions or there's anything more specific that you would like to see on here, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new Jeep.